Ian, you'd have played in a few cold April matches, but it's been a bit chilly up here this week.
Yeah, we've seen a bit of sleet and snow today, pretty chilly. I always tell him it was worse in my day, obviously, and I just got out there, no hand warmers or anything like this. But yeah, very, very chilly. I'm really proud of the boys today. Great fight back. We were put under the pump a little bit yesterday, but I thought they were magnificent today.
Yeah, it was a good fight back, and particularly picking up those 5 wickets, because with Villas, the form that he was in, they could have got away, but they didn't do that, Ian.
No, we got things slightly wrong yesterday. We have to be honest. Didn't quite go our way. So it could have been different yesterday if Dane would have been caught. Obviously 4-yard, nobody means to drop catches. But if that could have changed the whole game. That sort of that period where we lost, say, Del Rey in the first innings, and they didn't lose that wicket, sort of changed the period of the game. So look, when they're that 30-yard ahead, you're 5 down, they're probably looking to get 450 plus, and to keep them down to what we did, I'm really happy. But also you're still under the pump when you're 100 behind. All we've talked about still is what we need to do to win the game. We're not thinking any other way other than winning, and I think unfortunately it raining tonight gave us a great opportunity to get ahead of them tonight and then start to put them under pressure tomorrow.
Couple of players who have caught the eye. Sean Hunt on his debut bowled beautifully, 3 wickets, and was a constant threat, Ian.
Oh yeah, Sean. Like I said, we've had our eye on him for a little while. We got every confidence in him, and realistically, I look at the situation yesterday. The game was, what should we say? There was a little bit of momentum just before tea yesterday, and the 2 bowlers that we chose to bowl after tea to sort of arrest that was Jack Carson, age 20, and Sean Hunt, age 19. So I look at those and the learning they would have learnt from yesterday, and then what they did again today is, not only bodes well for this game, but also bodes well for the future.
And it shows that the skipper had some trust in him as well. Gave him the new ball yesterday. He opened the bowling today with Ollie as well.
Yeah, and the skipper's learning some new things as well. He's getting used to working with a fiery attacking off spinner as well, trying to get the fields right for him, and they're trying to marry up. Also a different type of left arm that he's had before. So sometimes marrying the up and the tactics with the bowling takes some time. I think we got the fields a little bit wrong yesterday at times. But we learnt a lot, and I think we had much better fields today, even Sean and Jack. And I think that relationship between the captain and getting the fields right will only get better during the year.
Let's talk about the second innings, because it was a deficit of 100 and Mahmood was bowling very quickly from the Anderson end, and I thought that Thompson and Haynes did particularly well, Ian.
I mean, yeah, people will be asking, new opening batter. Obviously Phil unfortunately injured at the moment, but I was looking to open with these 2 guys anyway. I don't mind putting that on record. Those 2 have been working extremely hard all winter. I've got every confidence and more importantly, even in the first innings, obviously Tomo didn't get the runs he wanted first innings, but he looked the part. And then again this evening, look, there were some good balls bowled. They played and missed, but that happens when if you look around the country, the first 30 overs have been so crucial to every team. And what I saw tonight was 2 young cricketers, they're 22 and 23, facing some very good bowling, but more importantly, looking the part.
And they didn't flinch, into line, and that was a quick spell.
I've got total faith in both of them. I think Tomo has never done it before, and I've just got a feeling for him. I don't want to, count my chickens yet, but I just got a feeling that he can make a real good crack as an opening batsman in the future.
Final question, where does the game go from here? I mean, it's pouring with rain, it's snowing.
Is that rain?
Yeah, I think it might be snowing.
I think it's hail.
Yeah. It looked like a draw. Is there anything in the pitch that could make that any different?
I never try and say look at a draw or anything like that, because if you start looking negatively, then all my coaching is positivity. I'm looking at ways how we can win the game tomorrow. If it had had fair sunshine, who knows what could have happened in the 40 overs we missed tonight. I'm slightly disappointed because it would have given us a chance potentially to get ahead of them, and then it sort of ebbed and flowed the game. I felt we were in a good position, 300, maybe a little bit under par, but Also, if we'd have taken our catches yesterday, we might have kept them down. They've went slightly ahead, and I'd say they're still slightly ahead at the moment. But if we keep pushing, and then you sneak ahead, you never know. I think the worst time potentially back on the wicket will be last. It's whether we got enough time to, 4 to win.